Hi my blush gems, and welcome to part 4 of my wig series. In today's video we are going to be highlighting this wig. If you came from the previous 3 videos, I just want to say thank you for tuning in and watching me on this journey. I hope you guys are liking it so far. So all you are going to need is some foil, some BW2 Clairol Bleach, and some Clairol 40 volume developer. You don't have to use such a high volume. You can go lower if you are a beginner, and also a hair dyeing brush and a hair dyeing bowl. So I'm taking just a couple of scoops into the bowl. I probably took around 2 or 3, or I just filled it up like a quarter of the way, and I'm just pouring in my developer until the consistency of this is not too watery, but we want it runny but not watery. We don't want it as thick as how we made it when we bleached your knots, but we do want it runny. First, I'm just separating my closure from the rest of the bundles. So that's what I'm doing here. Before we start bleaching, I'm going to part my hair into sections. To start, I want to start bleaching at the top because I want to highlight the areas that I want brighter first, which is like that bang part. So I took a piece in the front and then a piece in the back. So I will be bleaching this because I want this lighter. So you always want to start off with the pieces that you want lighter than the rest of the highlights. And I wanted different color highlights, like bright ones, some dim ones, and I wanted the whole thing. But Brad Mondo would have tore me up right here because so I started applying the bleach on like the top to bottom, but it was supposed to be the other way around. I think you're supposed to start from bottom to top. So this is my second time highlighting a wig, so be patient with me, y'all, in this video. I did start from the top to the bottom. It's supposed to be the other way around. Start from the bottom and work up to the top. Now I went to the second row here, and I just took a piece in the front and a piece in the back again. And there's also a black piece of hair in the middle of the sections that I'm like taking out, like the pieces that I'm taking out. I'm taking a piece out. Every other piece is what I'm highlighting. I hope that makes sense. So as you guys can see, the piece in the front was still like black. Maybe it'll show over here. I have a really hard time explaining what I'm talking about, but I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So on the second row, I don't know if you can tell, do you see how I'm kind of taking every other piece? So it's almost like a pattern that I'm doing. So I'm gonna section it out and split the pieces that I will be highlighting, and then leaving like a black piece in the middle because we want highlights. So the second area that I want highlighted the brightest is the back bottom. As you guys can see, I'm parting here. So I'm sectioning it off and just taking the pieces that I'm going to highlight and leaving the pieces that I don't want highlighted, you know, down. And I'm going to highlight this. Then I went ahead and started doing the sides of the wig because that was also the third place where I wanted the most brightest of my highlights. So I'm going in on the sides of my wig. So I did the front piece, the very front. I think I did. I'll show you guys. You'll see what I'm doing. So I took those two pieces in the front. Here I'm showing you guys some more. And I'm taking the highlighter all the way up on the sides. So at this point, I was just taking random pieces in the front or the sides of my wig and just seeing what I wanted to highlight. So as you guys can see, I was just taking random pieces and I highlighted it all together and, you know, bunched it up in the foil together. And I kind of went up towards the front. I went up with the highlight, but like in the back, I didn't go all the way up. You'll see what I'm doing. I was bunching all of these pieces up because I was actually just feeling lazy. I was kind of over it already. And now, since I got all the areas that I wanted highlighted brightest the most, now I'm kind of going in the middle of my wig. So this big section here, and I'm going to take each row and just take every other piece and highlight like I was showing you guys before.
Can you play that again? Baby, what you wanna do? I'm ready to pull up on you. I'm ready to do what I do. This touch it, have you violent? That's when it feels to the island. Drip, drip, drip when you slide it. Dip, 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 ride it. Don't hesitate when you in it 'cause you know I like it. Making up a day for you. Sweet baby, like it when you bite it, bite it, bite it, bite it. Like it when you bite it, bite it, bite it. Like it when you bite it, bite it, bite it, bite it. Like it when you bite it, bite it. Sweet baby, like it when you bite it, bite it, bite it, bite it. Like it when you bite it, bite it, bite it, bite it. Like it when you don't hesitate when you bite it. In it 'cause you know I like it. Making up a day for you, bite it. This touch it, have you? Drip, 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 drip. That's when it feels to the island. Drip, 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 drip. This touch it, have you? Drip, 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 drip. That's when it feels to the island. Drip, 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 drip. This touch it, have you? Don't hesitate, 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 hesitate.
So this is my first round. This is after I let the bleach sit on the hair for about 30 or 45 minutes because I did use a higher volume, so it is going to bleach faster naturally. So as you guys can see, it's kind of like a golden brown at this point. And off camera, I went back in and I did 3 rounds actually to get this bright blonde. You will see in the final video, like the 5th video, the outlook of it. So stay tuned for that. But I did end up going in 3 rounds to get that bright blonde that I want. So I did have to go in. You can't be lazy with this, you know. And to do that, you have to wash it out, let it dry, highlight again. It's a whole process. So I was blow drying it, and then like I said, I went back in to bleach right over those highlights a second time, did the same thing, and then I bleached over it a third and final time to get a really bright color. And it was only in certain highlights that I wanted bright, if that makes sense. And then at the top, I used a box of dark brown to cover up those roots because they were looking a mess. So I'm using my Purple Shimmer Light shampoo, as you guys can see here, and I'm going to tone my wig. So we're going to cancel out all that brassiness in this hair. I like to really brush my product in to make sure it's saturated, but look how pretty those highlights are. Like I said, I did 3 rounds of this. I only recorded the first round on camera to where, so as you guys can see, that golden blonde or brown still is in there, but I got that brightest blonde towards the front, like in the bang part that I wanted. That's why I went back in, and you guys can see it did lift and do its job after 3 bleach rounds. So it's a process, but it's rewarding. And now I'm going in with my Argan Oil of Morocco shampoo, and I'm going to shampoo this hair since we just bleached it, especially with the high volume, and we bleached it 3 times. You want to make sure you shampoo this hair. Make sure all the bleach is out. There's no more powder dust or anything like that. And after I bleach my hair, so I shampooed it, I'm going to do this intensive deep conditioner treatment. I'm also using this Hebrew Care, and I use that Argan Oil intensive deep conditioner. So this is just going to make sure that the hair is very, very soft, especially after what I just put this wig through. Okay, so you're definitely going to want to condition it so the hair can be soft. And, you know, because when you bleach your hair, you're obviously risking damage to your extensions that It's always a possibility shedding, the strands get weaker. So we want to repair that. So look at those pretty highlights. I love it, y'all. It's so pretty. I wish I could have did this whole process on camera, but it was really trial and error. It was a lot of work for me. And now I'm going to put my wig in a plastic baggie and I'm about to put y'all on. I'm going to tie up this bag and evaporate all that extra air in the bag. And we are going to warm this wig up. Yes, warm it up in the microwave for 1 minute and 30 seconds. Don't be scared, y'all. Warm it up. I'm telling you, it's something about conditioning your wig in a microwave that makes it super, super soft. Well, I let it sit in the hair for about 30 minutes to an hour, and then I just washed it out. And this hair was so soft. Like, oh my goodness. Y'all can see it was barely that much shedding. So this was some good bundles. And yes, I will be selling this hair. If you are new here and didn't see the other videos, I am selling this hair. So the link is in the description box. And last but not least, I'm applying this leave-in coconut conditioner. I don't know. I don't ever usually do this, but since I bleached the hair, I just put some type of leave-in conditioner in it. Does it really work? I have no clue. I just seen it sitting around on the counter. But that is the end of this video, babes. So I will see you in part 5. Thank you so much for watching. I love you. See you soon.